Good morning, Titans. Today is Wednesday, October 8th, and you're watching OlyTV.
Alright then. Just make it sound like this. Just make it sound like this. Just make it sound like this. And someday I'll sing about the things I did and not the things I'll miss. Then my whole life can sound like this.
Quick reminder, students, if you order school pictures, they are available for pickup in the main office.
The snack bar is now open during lunch by the main gym, offering 32-ounce sodas such as Coke, Diet Coke, Powerade, Dr. Pepper, and Diet Dr. Pepper for only $2. You can only pay with cash. So come check it out.
Students, if you are interested in debate, there's a meeting every Wednesday after school in Mr. Goodfellow's room, 264.
Do you have an interest in cars? I sure do. Olympus has an awesome auto shop program, and they even meet once a week for a car club. Here's Ethan D. with more.
Hello, did you know that Olympus has a class called Intro to Automotive, where you can learn about cars? And do you know that there are also car club meetings on Wednesdays? And you can find them working on their cars after school in the auto shop in the south side of the students' parking lot. So if you like cars or engines, you should consider joining.
Thank you. I would love to learn how to work on cars.
Have you heard people talking about Agora? Have you even wondered what it's about? Well, we have Hendo with more.
What is Agora? Agora is an event where many different Olympus clubs and organizations show up and give you details and information about their clubs. They give you information about things such as when they meet and where, how to join, and what they do. They'll have tables where you can sign up and decide which clubs to do. I think the jazz band will also be playing, and that's going to be pretty cool. Hey, who's that? You should totally come even if you don't want to join a club. You can see if one interests you, and it's a great way of meeting and connecting with new people.
I can't wait to see all the interesting and cool clubs the school has to offer.
Mentions of a government shutdown have been made across the conventional and social media, and you may have wondered, what does a government shutdown look like? Well, in short, when the legislative and executive branches of the government can't agree on a spending budget for a given fiscal year by the deadline, October the 1st, government effectively goes into a no spending mode. This means that all non-essential functions and institutions of the government cease, and employees of these institutions stop receiving pay. And essential operations such as public services like police officers and firefighters will continue to work without pay. While this has only been in effect for 8 days, this could spell major issues for the average American and could have long-lasting consequences for the economy.
Okay then, moving on to sports and entertainment with Talon.
Last Friday, Olympus defeated the Viewmont Vikings 24-0 in a shortened game. So good job, Titans. The Titans continue their season at Woodcross tomorrow at 7. But the result of last week's game does raise some questions. The game had to be cut short due to a lightning delay. So what happens with the results of the game? Here's Ethan Babbitt to answer that question.
Football is no stranger to extreme weather. Even in Madden, they seem to believe that an extreme game can be put to the point of where you can't even see 10 yards in front of you. Which has happened once or twice in the actual NFL. But that isn't our focus of today. Which then leads us to exactly what happened last Friday. You gotta get it. Yeah. Oh! Olympus versus Viewmont. The game in the fourth quarter, boom, lightning strike. The game was now put on a delay that indefinitely ran, and eventually the game had to end early with 7 minutes and 1 second remaining in the fourth, with the Titans up 24-0. Which is when the question of, well, what will the final results of the game be, arise up in the press box. My mom is calling me. Well, the answer to that is actually pretty simple. In the NFL and college football, it all depends at what point the game was cut off. If the game gets cut off in the first half, then the game won't even count at all and will be rescheduled and restarted on a different day. So even if a team is up by 50 points to 0, the game will restart and the team that was being absolutely put in the ground will maybe have a chance to come back. But if the game was cut off in the second half, then whatever the score was at the time of the game being cut off is the final score of the game. Which that then answers our question. Olympus gets a win 24-0 over Viewmont. Let's go Titans. Well, now you know what happens when a football game gets canceled due to weather or any other circumstance that would cause the game to end early. And that's all for me. And back to you guys at the desk.
For college football news, here's Miles with AP poll controversy after Week 6.
Every Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, the Associated Press releases their rankings of what the voters believe to be the top 25 college football teams in the country. The common trend this season especially is relying too much on preseason expectations rather than the games actually being played on the field. One of the biggest disgraces that has ever touched this poll was just after Week 3, after South Florida went into the swamp against the 13th ranked Florida Gators and defeated them in a slop fest of a game in one of the biggest upsets of the year up to that point. But one voter specifically, Haley Sawyer, gave one of the weirdest ballots featuring Florida still ranked in the top 15 and USF nowhere to be found. She then comes out afterwards to say that she's just having fun, and at the end of the day, her vote doesn't matter. What could possibly be the reason behind this? Drugs. Well, maybe, not really. The same thing can be said about how the voters have treated Notre Dame. After losing their first 2 games of the season, they were still ranked 22nd, and ever since then, as they beat up on bad opponents, they find themselves at 16 despite not having beat an even close to somewhat quality opponent. Give the teams that deserve the ranking the actual ranking.
No quality wins. And the only good teams
An alternate poll or ranking system which doesn't include preseason rankings could be of assistance. How this could work is by eliminating said rankings until about Week 4, where we start to see teams play quality opponents instead of judging them based on how they perform against lowly FCS teams that don't have anything better to do. Many smaller brands that perform significantly better than teams ranked ahead of them get disrespected as well. Take Georgia Tech and Vanderbilt, for example. After Week 3, both looked phenomenal with big wins, and they were only just inside the top 20. But Illinois was ranked number 9 for absolutely no reason than what their expectations were going into the season. They then proceeded to lose by 60-plus points against Indiana, only further showing how unworthy that is of that ranking. If you don't show that you're worthy of a ranking, you shouldn't be ranked. There's no question that the AP poll is a complete joke, and the people responsible are to blame. Preseason expectations have brainwashed analysts into believing teams are recognized for what they are supposed to do rather than what the actual performance on the field is. Give the voting opportunities to the analysts and college football minds that actually care about the sport, who actually want to make a difference, who watch the games instead of lazily looking at the box score.
Just being who they've been the whole year. I wouldn't say Penn State's been what they were yesterday the whole year, but they had been a top 10 team.
Taylor Swift dropped an album last week called Life of a Showgirl. The response to the album was, to put it nicely, not great. It's mixed to negative, with the wacky lyrics talking about memes and trolls and some very other weird ones. Some fans are also making fun of the lyrics. I'm not a fan of Taylor Swift, and the lyrics are downright terrible. Baby No Money is set to release the self-titled album, Baby No Money, next week on Friday, October 17th. He has released many songs in promotion for the album. The album is set to have around 20 tracks. We're also happy to congratulate Baby No Money and Young Gravy on their marriage. Congrats. The Chainsaw Man movie comes out October 24th, and there's a lot of hype behind it. That It has the possibility of being the best animated movie of the year. It is set to cover the Reyes arc. That's all from me. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Tally. Tally. Hey, Janie, what's the weather today?
Temperatures are starting off high with a high of 75 today and a balmy 79 on Thursday. Temperatures the rest of the week will steadily decrease as we head further into the fall season and slowly pick back up at Tuesday. At night, temperatures will be cooling down to around 50 to 60 degrees. It's rather rainy forecast this week with a 40% chance of rain on Saturday and cloudy skies following in the days after. Make sure to wear a light sweater during the morning to stay warm from those cool morning winds. That's all from me. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Janie, and thank you for watching OlyTV. Our next broadcast will be Wednesday, October 15th. Have a wonderful day, Titans.
Did we get it? Don't look at the camera!
Okay, then we gotta go to the thing where we're all standing.
Connor, who wants to sit next to me? Just go, just dance along to the beat.
Dude, Dwarf King has a bunch of people dancing.
Okay, we got that. Okay, we're going back. Now we go in. Move your feet.
This is such cinema.